Hey, I'm gonna give tech a minute to catch up. I'm gonna make sure I can see us in the workshop. I do. I'll have that for questions. When you jump on, say, hey, what are you doing? What's going on in your life right now? What's going on in your day-to-day right now? I'm so excited to talk about this topic today. Say hey when you jump on. See Allie. I see some people watching, but I'm not seeing people pop up. So let me know when you jump on. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Energize. Literally, I think I tell my husband this multiple times a week. If I could have an IV of Energize just through my veins all day, it would be seriously life. If you don't know what Energize is, it's my pre-workout, and it's freaking amazing. And I don't even drink it just as a pre-workout. I drink it just, some days just to give me life. So, ooh, Wired Bean coffee. Brianna, I'm so jealous. I love Wired Bean. I feel like that is one thing I miss so much about not living or being close to Thief River anymore is Wired Bean. Have you ever had their honey chicken mac and cheese? Super not healthy, but freaking amazing. If you haven't gotten it, get it. Kids will love it. I absolutely love it. They also have a honey chicken salad, I think. So good. And their chai tea latte from there is so good. I'm so jealous right now. I'm so jealous. What are you getting? What are you getting for coffee? I always fall back and get a chai tea latte. That's like what I always get when I get coffees. I just never know what to get because there's so many different options. So I always get a chai tea latte, warm with almond milk or coconut milk or something. It's so good. Sarah having a mini mommy break. Oh, that's fun. Your 4-year-old is napping. How do you get your 4-year-old to nap? So this isn't about, you're pregnant with your third. When are you due? Okay, side note. I literally could just come on here and just talk to you guys talking to me. Seriously. It's so funny now that my kids are going to daycare. My 4.5-year-old, he doesn't nap at home, but at daycare, they have him lay down and nap. And that's like the one thing he says every day is, I don't want to go to daycare because I don't want to nap. But then when I pick him up, he's like a totally different kid because he's had that nap. And the days he's home with me and he doesn't nap, by like 3 or 4, he is such a bear. But I could never get him to lay down and nap at home because it would be such a struggle. But at daycare, he naps, probably because everybody else is napping, right? So, okay, let's get into this content. Ask questions. If you have questions, we'll do a little Q&A at the end. If you guys have any questions about anything I cover today. I did share on Sunday more about like me and this journey that I'm on and why I created the Me Again Method course that I'll talk about at the end, and just why I'm really passionate about this concept of me again. So if you want to know like the behind the scenes, my story with it, any of that, you can watch that after we're done here. That will explain all of that. So I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to go into what I want to talk about for the workshop today. And I actually want to start it with some verses from the Bible that I read this morning that were so perfect in this content. So it's not just this mindset work, but it's actually biblical. These shifts and these thoughts that I'm going to be sharing with you on how you guys can shift the way you look at yourself, the way we do life, the way we think, the way we believe, to help you really feel like you again in all aspects of your life, right? So this morning I was reading my devotional, and how I do my devotional is I have a devotional, and then whatever the verse is that they're talking about for the devotional, I go to the Bible and I read that section in the Bible. And today it was from, where is it now? Today it was from Felicia, I can never say this. Philippians 4:8 is what it was from. Words hard. And I just wanted to share this because I thought it was so perfect for what I'm going to be talking about today. So whether you're religious or spiritual or whatever, this is just, I just wanted to link it to this because I have a very strong faith, and I believe that like God has everything for our good and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to share these with you, and then I'll go into my topics for today that I want to talk about. So the first one is Philippians 4:8. It says, fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and lovely and admirable, right and pure. So he's talking about focusing our thoughts on what's true, what's lovely, what's admirable, what's honorable, what's right. And I think, so often we get stuck in focusing our thoughts on what's going wrong, what we don't love, the problems we have, right? And the more I'm diving into this whole concept of mindset and what we think is what we attract, I see it also in the Bible and how much God wants us to focus on what is right, what is going well, what is positive, what is excellent, what is true, right? He also goes to say, think about the things that are excellent and worthy of praise. So often we can get stuck in thinking about like what's not happening yet, or, oh my God, my kid's having another meltdown. Oh my gosh, I haven't lost this weight yet, and I'm 2 years postpartum. Oh my gosh, my kids are not sleeping at night. We get stuck in this thread of focusing on the negative per se, and even biblically, they want us to focus on the positive, right? And then the last one is, and this is all in Philippians 4:8, is do not worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for what is done, what is already done. And these are the concepts. Literally, you guys will see, now that you've seen this, I wanted to start with this because you guys will see how amazing this pairs with what I'm going to be teaching you guys and sharing on today. So, a little bit about, I have my notes here because I don't want to miss anything. I shared this in my video on Sunday or whatever day, but I just remember like a year ago I was doing all the things. I was working out, I was eating healthy, I was still binging on sugar because that was the thing that kept me sane, and my kids weren't sleeping through the night, and I just would look in the mirror and I would not love the body and the person looking back at me. Like, I was happy on the outside, right? I was happy. People could look at me and think like, oh yeah, she has it all together. But on the inside, I was frustrated and I was burnt out and I was exhausted, and I was wondering why I was doing all the things. I was doing all the quote unquote right things, all the things good moms do, but I was still burnt out, exhausted, frustrated, not loving my body, not loving the journey I was on, and something just felt off. Something felt off. And another backstory is like, I've been in this health and fitness realm for 10 years. I've been working on personal development for 10 years, almost 10 years, but this was the first time I really was like, something is missing. I'm not getting the full effect of just reading a book. I'm not getting the personal development I really needed to change my life. And little did I know that was the answer. I just thought, I must need to do a different program. I must need to clean up my nutrition. I must need to eat healthier, try this kind of diet, or do X, Y, and Z. I thought it was the outside things that I needed to change to start loving my body again, start loving this process that I was in. And the shift came when I started to be aware of the thoughts I was having and what I was saying to myself every single day when I looked in the mirror, when I put on clothes, when I was parenting, when I was with my kids, when I was out and about. It's those thoughts that were causing me to not really love where I was and what I was doing. I was also, and I share this in the video, I was also very focused on doing and focused on the next thing, focused on the future thing, focused on the next goal. And I was never really truly able to be present in where I was. I never let myself just sit on the couch and snuggle with my kids while we watched a show. I thought if they were occupied, I needed to be doing something productive because that's what good moms do, right? Those were the doing actions, were the things that were going to get me to feeling like me again, so I thought, right? So some of the thoughts and things the thoughts I had, the beliefs I had, right, that I was becoming aware of was I need to be doing more. I need to be working out more. I need to be eating healthy more. I need to be doing more around the house, etc., to feel like me again. Anyone else feel like that? Anyone else feel like if they just had more time to get a longer workout in, if they just had more time to eat healthy, if they just lost that last 5 pounds, they would feel like them again? That's how I felt. Let me know if you feel like that now or you've ever felt like that. Another thought I had, belief I had was maybe I'll never feel like me again. Maybe this is it. Maybe I just need to settle. Maybe this is just how my body is always going to look, and maybe this is how I'm always going to think, and maybe this is just how life is. I'm going to be exhausted and frustrated and burnt out because that's what it's like to have littles. Thought that too. Another one was I felt guilty spending time away from my family, even though I desired to have that hour to me. I desired to have time to myself. And I shared this on my stories this morning that the mom guilt never goes away. I just now know how to shift through it a lot better than I used to know how. Like I dropped my kids off at daycare this morning and I had mom guilt still when I got into the car. Like, am I doing the right thing by having them at daycare a couple days a week so I can have space? So I can have space to work on me, to work on the things I'm passionate about, to work on my business, to work on helping you, to work on serving more people, and to work on being just a better person. I have that guilt still. And now I just know how to work through it because of what I've been doing for the last 9 to 10 months, right? The other thought I had was, this is just life. I'll just always be burnt out, frustrated, exhausted, frumpy, because that's what life with littles looks like. And again, let me know if you feel that, because it doesn't have to be reality. It doesn't have to be reality. So let's jump into my first tip, shift, takeaway, whatever you want to call it. And this has been the thing that has been game changer, is having this, I don't know what you want to call it, these steps, this way of shifting this skill, I guess, on being able to shift from the negative belief, the negative thought that I was having, right? Those ones I just shared with you, shifting from that to a new positive belief, right? So I'm going to share that process with you guys. And this takes time to do. Like, I've literally been doing it for 9 months. I would say I've been doing it good for maybe 4 months. But it's the shifts that I even noticed, like before I had Parker, I shifted from and I didn't share this in the video on Sunday, but I did share this in the podcast I shared with, I did with my bestie a couple of weeks ago. Maybe I'll share that podcast in here. Do you guys want me to share that podcast in here? We talked about just our postpartum journey, and I shared this with her about how I literally had the mental shift, and I didn't know this was happening at the time, but now when I look back on it, I can totally tell that this was happening because I was seeing it in my physical in my physical body, right? Before I got pregnant with Grayson, I feel like my body bounced back. But when I was my fittest ever, I was like a year and a half, almost 2 years postpartum with Grayson. A year and a half postpartum with Grayson, probably. And I was my fittest ever, and I weighed more than I did before I had Grayson. So let's do numbers, right? I was probably 160, 165. That was where I was at my fittest. Before I had Grayson, I was 150. Okay, 155, fluctuating, right? And when I was able to physically see that my body can be super fit at a higher number, I was able to start letting go of the number on the scale. I was able to start letting go of the size, and I was really truly able to love the journey, knowing that the number didn't mean anything, right? So then I went into pregnancy with Parker, and I was fit the whole pregnancy with Parker, right? I worked out. I only gained like 25 pounds, I think, with Parker. But those pounds have stuck around a lot longer than they did with Grayson for sure. And I am right now, I'm probably like 170, 175. Before I got pregnant with Parker, I was probably like 160, 165. So I still have like 10 to 15 pounds, give or take, depending on the day, on me postpartum, right? And the difference is I can look at my body now, and is it my goal body? No. Is it the fittest I've ever been? Hell no. But I can look at it and I can love every freaking curve, every freaking extra pound, every whatever. Like I just love it. I love it, and I love the journey. And it's because I've been doing these shifts, right? I've been being aware of, instead of looking in the mirror and thinking, oh my God, there's a roll there. Oh my gosh, my pants don't fit. Oh my gosh, I'm bloated and fluffy, and am I ever gonna lose this baby weight? I can look at my body and say, look at those curves. You look fantastic. You are strong. You are powerful. You gave birth to 2 babies. You are magical. You are amazing. And those are the things I started telling myself, right? So the first thing when it comes to this shift of our mindset is recognizing what the belief is, recognizing what the negative thought is. We have to be aware of this, otherwise we never know what to shift, right? So this can come when you put on your pants or you put on clothes. And what's the initial thought you have, right? What is the first thing you think when you put on clothes, or you see yourself in the mirror, or you wake up, or you're working out, or you're carrying your kids? Like, what are the thoughts you have throughout your day? My biggest tip is to start writing them down. Get a journal, get a notebook, and start writing down these beliefs you're having so we can be aware of them. And then the next thing is we need to ask ourselves, when those beliefs come up, we can ask ourselves, is this really true? Is this true? Does this have to be true, right? Like, maybe you're thinking, like, I'm never gonna lose this weight. I'm never going to feel like me again. I'm never gonna feel fit. I'm always gonna be overweight, or I'm always gonna be struggling. I'm always gonna, be exhausted. All these limiting beliefs and all these stories, these negative thoughts we tell ourselves, ask yourself, is that true? Are these true? More than likely, they're not. They're not true. You can shift those. And once we are able to shift and be like, okay, that is a lie. That thought that I'm having is a lie. We can start riffing. I like to call it a riff. Riffing or ranting or rambling on a better thought, right? So it might look like this. Okay, let's see. I'll use an example. What did I write down for my example? Okay, here's the example. I need to be doing more to feel like me. When I look in the mirror, I'm not doing enough, or I'm constantly like, just that topic of like, I need to be doing more. I need to work out more. I need to eat healthy more. I need to X, Y, and Z to feel like me. The belief, that's the negative belief, right? And then being aware and asking myself, is that really true? Do I need to be doing more to feel like me? No, it has nothing to do with my external, right? So then you can write a new story. You can write a new belief. You can riff on a new topic on, I am supported in this journey, and I choose to love my body, myself along this journey, even if I'm not at my goal weight yet, and I will love myself first. It's also, I don't have to do more to love myself. We can love our bodies right now, and I feel like this is the concept I want to get across and holler from the mountaintop is you can love your body, you can love yourself right now, even if you're not on your goal, at your goal weight, at your goal body, at your goal stage in life. You can still love yourself, you can still love your body, your journey, everything. Even if you're not where you want to be, you will get there. And I can tell you, when you get there, you'll be a hell of a lot happier than you would be if you hated the journey. Because I've been there. I've been to the place where I just am constantly thinking about the next thing, right? When I lose that 10 pounds, I'll be happy. When I have the abs, I'll be happy. When I'm able to do this, I will be happy. When I hit this business goal, I'll be happy. And when that happens, I'm not, because nothing shifted here. The belief is still that I'm unworthy. The belief is still that I need to do more. The belief is still that I'm not enough. For me, all of my limiting beliefs, all my negative thoughts that I've told myself over the last 10, 20 years stem from this big belief of just, I'm not worthy because I'm not doing enough. That's where it all comes from me. And I'm gonna like cry because it's so deep and it's so hard to live a life, right? Especially as a mom, feeling like you're never doing enough, therefore you are never worthy, right? And this aspect can go into all areas of our life and motherhood and in just life in general. Like, I'm not worthy because I'm not working out hard enough. I'm not worthy because I'm not eating healthy enough. I'm not worthy because I keep slipping up in my health and fitness journey, or I keep slipping up in motherhood, or I'm not doing enough with my kids, or I'm not spending enough money or spending enough time, or all this stuff. The mom guilt stems from the worthiness of just feeling like we're not worthy, right? And I wasn't even planning on sharing this, but for me, the biggest shift I've had when it came to worthiness was just recently, was I read in the Bible again, was you are worthy because of what God does. I don't know if any of you guys feel this as deep as I do of just this worthiness of that's tied to doing. And, it can be so crippling of just constantly feeling like you're chasing this to-do list, right? And this doesn't necessarily have anything to do with feeling like me again physically, but it does mentally and it does emotionally, because everything can stem back from this belief of worthiness, right? And for me, it was I needed to let go of knowing that my worthiness has nothing to do with what I do. And I am worthy because of what God does. I'm worthy because of what He does every day in my life, in your life. You are worthy. And when I was able to look at that, I was able to let go of a lot of the things. And I was able to, and this happened when I hired my first one-on-one mentor, coach, whatever you want to call him, too, is she was like, you need to stop doing and you need to start being. You need to start living in the be. Start being present. Start being intentional. Start living there versus living in the doing. And that's so hard for us moms to do, because we constantly feel like if we're doing more, we're going to feel more like us. If we're doing more, we're going to feel more accomplished. If we're doing more, we're going to feel more happy. If we do more, we're going to lose the weight. If we do more, we're just constantly on this hamster wheel, right? And I share a lot about this in my Me Again Method course, is helping go through that process of letting go of doing all the things and really focusing on what matters, and going through that journey of creating a self-care routine and habits that support you through this journey, right? That's a huge tangent, okay? Huge tangent that I don't know who needed to hear, but apparently needed to be told. Is all of that, right? You are worthy because of what God does, not because of what you do, okay? So basically the 3 steps that you can do to shift your thoughts is, 1, recognizing the belief, asking yourself, is it true? Is this belief true? Is this negative thought true? More than likely it's not. And then you can riff on creating a new thought, a new belief on that. And you can even take it one step farther in creating an affirmation card or a sticky note with that affirmation, that belief on it, and stick those all over the place. In our room, I have little affirmation beliefs all over my room that I look at every single day. My husband, even for Valentine's Day, and this literally brought me to tears, he even put some affirmations that he is basically saying to me around my room that literally just is affirming my thoughts every single day. And this helps a lot. And I think what happens is, we hear, do the affirmations, put the affirmations all over the place, blah, 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 right? But what happens is, when you do read those affirmations and you haven't done this work yet, you haven't done the belief work of recognizing the negative thought, and you haven't done the work of like reframing them and rewriting it, your brain just looks at the thought and says, that's not true. 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 And you don't actually change that thought, right? And in the Me Again Method, my Me Again Method course, I actually teach you also on how to find proof in your affirmations, your new beliefs every single day. So that's part of the journey also. And then you repeat this every day. You repeat this process every single day. We have so many thoughts throughout the day. Like, you guys could probably, my husband would be calling me right now, all the negative thoughts you already have thought today, right? I would love to hear what those are. What are some of the negative thoughts you thought today? Let's even just keep it on the topic of just motherhood, or the topic of feeling like me again, weight loss, health and fitness journey, like what are some of the topics? What are some of the thoughts you guys have had already? Comment those down below and we can work through those over the next couple days. But this is something we do all the time. And the more you do it, the more you can like flag those negative thoughts, the easier you can work through it. And you can literally just do it in your head. You can do it out loud. Sometimes I do it out loud when I'm home by myself and I'll just be like, no, that's not true. And then I riff on like a weird. I hear people and I don't know where they're coming from. But you can literally just like riff on a thought that feels better than that thought, right? That's basically the thing. So your body can start feeling what it feels like to have that positive thought. Okay. So I shared that. You can take it a step farther and put it on sticky notes around your house and look at them daily. You can do that. And then the second shift, so that's kind of like your first shift, right? And then the second shift, and this is something you can sit down and journal about, because I feel like for me, the most power comes when I'm like in the quiet and I have my journal and I have questions that I can journal on to get things going, right? So the second shift that really happened was when I sat down and I asked myself, like, what would I do if I was at my goal body? What would I do if I was at my goal? What does Lauren at this weight, or what does Lauren at her fittest do now? How does Lauren, when she feels like me, what is she doing? What is she feeling? What is she saying? And start thinking about what that future you at your goal, when you're feeling like your optimal you, what are you doing? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What are you saying to yourself, right? It's super powerful to sit down and just create that and write that out so you can start picking from that list, from that paragraph, whatever, the things that you can start implementing now. Like if she is saying that she is beautiful and she is worthy and she is gorgeous no matter what her size is, and maybe she's not stepping on the scale because she's happy at where she's at. Maybe she's buying this kind of clothes. Maybe she's doing this. Like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you saying when you are feeling at your optimal? When you are feeling you, what are you doing? And we can start taking those things and we can start implementing into your day right now or into your week right now, right? That's so powerful to not just look at them, but to look at how you can start implementing those things, right? Maybe when you're feeling your best, you are waking up before the kids wake up to get a little bit of you time in. You're getting a workout in 5 days a week. Maybe you are getting out to get fresh air. Maybe once a week you're having coffee with a friend. Maybe you're getting a pedicure once a month. Maybe the thoughts you're thinking are just positive and uplifting, and they're telling yourself that you're gorgeous and you're beautiful and you are worthy just as you are right now. Maybe those are the things that your future you is telling yourself, right? Write those things down so you have a list of the things that you can start implementing right now so you can start working towards feeling like that person, right? It's not just about losing the 5 pounds. It's not just about being a smaller size. It's not just about doing another workout plan, doing another diet, whatever. It's not just about getting to your goal body image. It's really about changing your beliefs for when you get there. It's not gonna even matter because you're gonna feel like a totally different person from the inside out because of what you've been doing with this work. And that's why I can tell you it's not the outside, it's not the goal that matters. It's the journey getting there, and why it's so important to love your journey through this, love your body through this process. Makes it so much more enjoyable, right? So my third shift and my third other journal prompt you can write down, and I'll share these guys, I'll write these in the description so you guys have them, is what things do you do now that make you feel energized, that make you feel like you. So how can you start incorporating those into your daily life? For me, for example, even when the kids were home, a thing that helped me feel like me every single day, besides my workout, was making sure I got some type of morning routine in. And I do share this in Me Again method. It is creating that morning routine. And it can be 5 minutes, it can be an hour. It depends on how your kids wake up, right? But I can tell you the days that I don't get my morning routine in, which is normally the weekends, I don't feel like the best me. I'm short. I am flustered. I don't know what we're doing for the day. And those are the days I don't necessarily have like planned, or I don't have priorities for the day, and it just kind of is like a wing it day, which is totally fine to have. But I know during the week when I have that time where I'm like from 6 to 6:30 or 6 to 6:45 is my me time, and then I go into my workout, I know I am serving myself. I'm filling my cup before I have to start filling my kids' cup. And that's like the whole premise of Me Again Method, is to help you see the importance of making yourself a priority, because it's not, like I said, it's not about losing the weight. It's about really making your mental health, your self-care a priority, because those are the things that we as moms put on the side. It's, I don't have time to do X, Y, and Z for me. I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to grab coffee with a friend. I don't have time to sit in quiet. I don't have time to meditate. I am too tired for a morning routine. I get it. I have been there, and I can tell you, and this is what I share in the course, is I can tell you that was the huge shift for me. It was this mindset work, and it was actually helping, like once I got that shift around, I knew I was a priority. I knew I could fill my cup and fill everybody else's cup. That made me feel like me, and I was able to see the worth in, the value in making a morning routine a priority, making things that fill my cup. So what are the things you do already that make you feel energized? What are the things you do already that make you feel like you? How can you do more of those? How can you incorporate your kids? How can you ask for help, right? We need to start incorporating those things on the daily to help you start feeling like your future you, right? And if it's things like, oh, getting a massage or doing X, Y, and Z, like maybe they're things that you don't do daily, but maybe they're things that you can start implementing once a quarter or once a month. You can start having that time that you get out for yourself, right? And even if it's just having to wake up, like I said, 5 minutes before the kids wake up, or schedule in 5 minutes. Like I know Sarah said you're having some you time right now while your kids are at therapy, I think you said, and napping. Like using that nap time as time to fill your cup instead of cleaning. I said it. I'm going to say it. Cleaning should not take priority over your self-care. Cleaning should not take priority over your health, okay? Your mental health, right? Use that time that your kids are occupied to work on doing the things that help you become the person, the mom, the woman, the wife that you want to become at your best, right? That's the important thing, okay? So that's what I have to share with you guys today. I'll share this. Actually, I'll just share my like Me Again workshop doc in here if you guys want to just have that for like the notes part of it. And then I'll share the questions to journal on in the description. And then I want to let you guys know that doors are now open for my Me Again Method group coaching course, and we will start April 5th. And this course is literally my baby, and it's everything I have learned over the last 9 months, 10 months, that I have paid thousands of dollars to help other people help me find and learn and do and be. I am basically putting it into a course for pennies compared to what I've paid to help somebody else coach me all through it. And I'm going to be coaching you through it. So basically this course is a 6-week course. You get 3 different modules with 6 different videos, and the videos are only 20 to 30 minutes. So they're videos just like this where you can plug into it once a week to get filled, to have a thing to learn. And then there's going to be 3 live bonus trainings that actually I'm more excited about the bonuses because I'm having some of my best friends come in that have helped me work through so much of my crap over the last 9 months. Lauren, who I just got done, she was my mindset mentor that I just got done seeing. She helped me have so many mindset shifts. So she will be coming in week 2. My best friend Joelle, who is like my cycle syncing goddess, is going to be coming in to help us just be able to sync with our cycle a little bit more. And then one of my good friends, Ashley, is going to be coming in hopefully at the end of the 6 weeks and sharing just about different things you can do to help like strengthen your body from the inside out, right? So those are bonuses. There'll also be 2 to 3 live Q&As that we'll have. There'll be group support. And for the first 10 of you who join, there will be a discount code for $100 off and a little gift for you for joining. And there are payment plans. So I have a 4-month payment plan right now. So it ends up being only $120 a month for 4 months. And I can do the discount on the payment plan if you want the $100 off the payment plan versus off the top at $447. So there's a lot of options. I'm very flexible, but we start April 4th, April 5th, and this is like a beta run, right? So you guys who get in this first round, you get access to it all for life, and you'll get access to everything I add for the future. Like I already know I'm going to be I'll add this video in there for a bonus. I'm going to be jumping in there and creating a new video for the module 1 mindset one because I know so much more. So that one, you'll get the old one and you'll get the new one. Anything I learn through my journey through the next year or whatever I come across, any video that I make, anything that I want to update, upgrade, you guys get access to all that live. And I don't know, this is the first time, and it might be the last time this year I do a group coaching around it. So it might be the last time this year you get access to my group coaching. And there also will be an upgrade if you wanted to have like the one-on-one Voxer support with me and or one-on-one call with me too. So there's a lot of options, and I'm just really, I want to get this knowledge that has literally been changing my life into your hands. Because I feel you, I see the struggle. I see how frustrating and burnt out and just like, I'm doing all the things, but nothing is changing. And it's not about doing all the things. It's about stopping, stepping back and learning to shift through the beliefs. It's learning to recognize what you really want in life and how you can start supporting that now with your daily habits. That's everything I teach in the course. It's gold. It's so freaking gold. And like I said, I will be updating it as we go. But you need it. And now is the time to join because I don't know, prices will raise after this first round. And I don't know if I'll do a group coaching around it again. It might just be a single thing. So if you guys have questions on that, you can let me know. I will post the link for all the details in the comment section so you guys can have access to that. Doors open. Like I said, the first 10 people who jump in and purchase will get a gift from me, and they will get a discount code for $100 off. So make sure you reach out to me first before you purchase, and I'll get you that discount code. And we start April 5th. Or 4th, whatever that Monday is. That first full week of April is when we start. So the doors are open, and I'm so beyond excited for that. So does anyone have any questions? Sarah said something. Yes. I ain't cleaning, too lazy. I know. Yeah. Doing spring cleaning this weekend before my husband's surgery Monday. And you know what else I found, you guys? Like when my kids see me clean, they always want to help. They always want to help. Is it perfect? No. But you want to know what? It helps them see that, like, I know for me, one of the things I want to incorporate with them is that, like, they don't necessarily have chores to get paid. Like, they can help clean the house. They can help clean up their room. They can help do these things, and it's not going to be something they get paid for because they're part of the family, right? So when I'm cleaning, Grayson is always like, Mom, I want to help. I want to help. I want to help. And Parker's starting to do the same thing. She wants to help. So I feel like there's so much power. It's the same with, like, I know working out with littles is freaking hard. I've been doing it for 4 years, really, with Grayson, 4.5 years. And I know it's so hard, but those moments when Grayson and even Parker is starting to do it now, when they get down and they work out with me, literally are game changer. And they wouldn't know that. They wouldn't see that if I, 1, never worked out, and 2, if I always worked out when they were never around, right? But because I chose to not use them as an excuse to better myself, to feel like me in all areas of my life, they see that. Grayson has even noticed, like, this last 2 weeks ago, we had family in town, and I wasn't doing my morning routine really because, well, my brother was sleeping on our couch, so I wasn't able to get up early. But he even asked, he was like, Mom, have you been doing your journaling in the morning? And he's noticed that. Like, he loves in the morning when I'm down journaling and he comes down and he can cuddle up next to me and I finish my journaling. Like, the habits you instill in your daily life right now to help fill your cup, to help you feel like you again, are habits your kids are going to start seeing. And it takes time, but it's just the power of leading by example. If you want your kids to eat healthy, it starts with you. If you want your kids to be active, it starts with you. If you want your kids to have positive self-talk, it starts with you. It starts with you doing this work and leading by example. They will see. They will see. And I feel like that is my motivation. That is my motivation for being healthy. That is my motivation for working out every single day, is to lead by example. That is my motivation to constantly work on me, to constantly know my beliefs, work through my shit, to like figure out how I can be the best me, and taking that space and taking that time to do that every single day because my kids, because I want to lead by example. I want them to know that they can do anything that they put their minds to. And I want them to believe that they are worthy because of what God does, not because of what they do, right? And that starts with me believing it. It all starts with what we believe and what we tell ourselves. And that's the power of this work, right? You can buy another workout program, you can buy another shake, you can buy another diet. None of it will work, none of it will change This has to change. You have to be aware. You have to go through these steps. You have to be aware of it. And if you need that help, that's what I'm here for. That's what Me Again Method is going to help you with. That's what the up level with the one-on-one support will help you with, okay? So if you guys have any questions, you can comment them down below. Otherwise, if you have any questions when you watch the replay, comment replay down below if you watch the replay. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll probably jump in here in a couple days and answer any questions, probably tomorrow, because that's the last day of daycare this week. So if any questions come up while you're watching this, you can comment them down below. Otherwise, that's all I have for you guys. I hope it was like game changer as much as it was for me. And like I said, it takes time to implement, but this is something you can do literally right now. You can get out a notebook and you can write down all the limiting beliefs you tell yourself. You can write down all the negative thoughts you tell yourself right now, and you can start disproving those. You can start saying why it's a lie. You can start rewriting those thoughts. You can literally start changing your beliefs right now. And that's powerful, right? So powerful. So thank you so much for getting on. I honor you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for being in this community. If you feel like any of your friends could have used this call today, make sure you invite them to this group. Otherwise, that's all I have. Don't forget about the offer for Me Again Method. The first 10 get a discount code and a gift from me. So that will end April 1st. That offer will end April 1st, and doors will close April 4th. So that's all I have. Happy Tuesday.